everyone. I'm BJ Flagg.
And I'm Rich G, and this is episode 279. Managers with empathy are the best leaders. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's essential for leaders because it helps them connect with and understand their team members' perspectives.
I feel that empathetic leaders are better able to build trust and strong relationships with their teams, which can lead to an increased motivation, productivity, and job satisfaction.
So today, we've got 9 different tips for you to increase your leadership empathy. So let's kick it off. BJ, what's our first one?
Our first one is listen actively. Listen to your team members with an open mind and without interruption. This is so important to be able to build it. It's not just your ears that are listening, your whole facial expression and everything has to look like it's listening. Try to understand their perspective and give them your full attention when they're speaking. Look at them in the eye, nod your head every once in a while to show your appreciation.
Yeah, it's so important. I mean, you have to use terms like tell me more. You really need to understand what they're saying because people want to be understood. So listen actively is huge, I think. So
Yeah.
our second tip is show interest in their lives. When you show interest in your team members' lives outside work, this can help you understand them better and build stronger relationships. Ask them about their hobbies, their family, their life, what they like to do and stuff. This helps you validate their feelings, and it allows you to acknowledge their challenges, and it'll help them feel heard and understood because you really care. Remember those managers that really cared about who you were. Those are the ones you remember.
Oh, for sure. And you know what? Don't try to fix their feelings. That's the biggest downfall that can happen. You're there to listen and acknowledge. Give them a platform to unload, vent, ask questions to understand, avoid passing quick judgment, and suggest that they might find some solutions. Kind of giving them the impetus to go look for that solution. And don't immediately jump in and try to fix the whole thing. Now, bear in mind, everybody comes to you to fix things. Am I right, Rich? And
yeah,
just don't feel like you have to fix.
Yeah, the best thing to do is to say, "Oh, okay, what solution do you have, or what options do we have?" Keep pushing it
Right.
back on them, and then you could agree with them, saying, "I think that's the best course of attack." That's wonderful. They feel empowered, they feel acknowledged, and you've been empathetic towards them. So,
Yeah, yeah.
equal participation in a group conversation. This is a big one. If you manage a larger team, keep your quiet team members from getting lost in the mix of your more vocal associates. Ensure you go around the room and get input from all of the attendees, all of your team members. Even if you have lately coaxed a response from a recalcitrant team member, you want to get them talking. You want them because quiet people sometimes have the best ideas.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Put yourself into their shoes. Consider situations where your team member's perspective. This is going to help you understand their motivations and their decisions. It's a little tricky. You're in a conversation with someone and you're watching them unload and vent. It's a little hard for you to process this type of a situation, thinking of in the shoes, but you can do it. And a lot of times you'll find out, oh, that's why he's been late each Friday. He's taking care of his mom first thing in the morning. That would be a big perspective.
Because people have lives outside of work, and a lot of managers forget that. They're just taskmasters. And the more empathy you bring, and by the way, I don't think BJ and I are saying, oh, you have to give them so much rope. It's like, no, you just be a little bit more empathetic.
Exactly.
The next tip is lead by example. Okay. Show empathy in your actions and decisions, because if you do it, your team members will do it. This will help to create a positive and empathetic culture within your team. People get known for how you make them feel. And if your team is very empathetic, especially if you're in like finance or IT where you're servicing internal customers, it really works out well.
Oh, for sure. And obviously, I'm big on encouraging open communication. Encourage open and honest communication within your team. So, not just with you, like them to you, but the whole team. This will help create a safe place where team members feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and feelings. A lot of the corporate politics, the office politics occurs when the whole team's together, and you'll start to see this dynamic occur. And you really want to encourage that open communication so that it doesn't start getting too clicky.
Yeah, that's the big thing. You start getting clicks within your team. It's going to be harder to get rid of them than to make sure that they never start. So
Yeah.
practice random acts of kindness. This is so important to better understand what your people value. It could be a small gift or a congratulatory call at home to thank them for their hard work, or taking them out to lunch or coffee, or giving them an on the spot day off. Your people
Yeah,
will remember how you made them feel.
absolutely. We love to call it celebrate the small wins.
Yes.
And, somebody goes live with a website. We celebrate the person who put the most work into it. We, anything like that. It just gives everybody such a good feeling. Show empathy and understanding during difficult times. This has been hard during the pandemic. A lot of people have lost people, and this is one of the hardest things that it just went on for so long. But showing compassion and understanding during a difficult time, such as with stress or change, this will really help and support creating an incredible environment in your team.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you pull out the empathy, because some managers will just get harder because they're constantly looking at the deadline. It's like, no, during difficult times, if your people are having difficult times, or like COVID comes along, or economic downturn, you need to amp up the empathy for that sort of thing.
Oh,
So
for sure.
our resource this week is one of our favorite books to recommend to clients. It's called Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Travis Bradberry. Now, for all you people out there that know about EQ and emotional intelligence, yes, there is another book by Daniel.
It was a slog. It was
Yeah.
a little bit of a slog.
It's more of an academic book. This is more of a readable book, and then this is the one we recommend to clients. It's just
definitely
incredible.
Yeah, and whenever I'm thinking about how crazy our world is, and it's a competitive workspace, that turbulent economic conditions, everybody is searching for effective tools that can help them manage and really strike out of the pack, and this book really does that.
Yeah, it really delivers a step-by-step program for increasing your EQ via 4 core skills: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. All 4 of these things play a critical role in your leadership with your team.
Yeah, it's a definite good read. Well, that's it for this week. You can reach out to me at bj@newrenew.com, and you can find Rich at richg.com.
And thanks to our producer, Richard Scalzo.
Have an unbelievable week, and catch you later.